Good morning everybody, welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is Saturday the 30th of July 2022. We have some astrology. So the moon in Leo is going to conjunct Mercury and oppose Saturn in Aquarius. There will be an opposition between Mercury and Saturn that's exact tomorrow, okay, but today they're almost exact, not quite, but the moon is activating the opposition. Okay, so and then the moon's going to move into Virgo, so a chance to ground energies. So on the highest vibration of this transit, we've got things like responsible conversation, grounding ideas in innovative ways, or to groups. On the lower vibration end of things, we've got limited thinking, or what's the word I'm looking for? Limited thinking, sort of, you know, just being in confusion and not being able to organise your thoughts. Conversations could be stunted and things like that, or other sort of Saturn things like obstacles. People might not get what you're saying and things like that, or not understand you. So try and stay in high vibration with the responsible conversations, grounding your ideas, or talking to groups in innovative ways, with grounded conversations that are structured and stable. And as the moon moves into Virgo, then it's time to start making plans and getting into the details and organising those ideas and things. So that's the energy for today, Saturday. Let's do some cards and see what they have to say. We've got the Gaia deck. So let's see. What do we need to know for Saturday the 30th of July 2022? Here we find ourselves at the end of the month again. I can't believe how quickly everything's going. What does Spirit need to tell us for today, Saturday the 30th of July 2022? What messages, advice, support and guidance has Spirit got for the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Saturday the 30th of July 2022. Okay, so hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. Okay, about grounding your ideas and innovations and things like that, and grounding it down into the physical reality. A hidden gift, sadness, an ending, a new beginning. Okay, so we're coming up to that big triple conjunction. In the UK, it's exact just after midnight on Tuesday morning. But yeah, could be in the lead up, we could be experiencing shocking surprises, chaos, something that sort of shatters the ego, and causes sadness. Is an ending to something, but always out of endings there is new beginnings. So expect the unexpected. And then ocean of eternal love, healing, creativity and fertility. I don't know if I can't remember if I showed you that one. The hidden gift, and I didn't show you this one because that's what made me think, wondered if I showed you the one before. And the ocean of eternal love. It's just making me think of a drop in the ocean. So yeah, We've got any Neptune. Just going to see if we've got any Neptune transits coming up tomorrow, because it's very 3D via 5D thing. No, all coming up. On Monday, Mercury is going to form a quincunx to Neptune, and the moon's going to be opposite Neptune. Okay, so we could be picking up on those energies early on with everything else that's going on. Because I always read this Ocean of Eternal Love as a very Neptunian card. The collective consciousness, collective unconsciousness, tuning into higher messages and things like that. And especially with the moon there as well, sort of our intuition, our instinct, and that everything that you can't put your finger on that's not rational. So, and we've got this card here as well, the hidden path, the marriage. So we're bringing in these energies and grounding them down into the physical 3D world. I've got a right flush on, haven't I? I don't know what's caused. But yeah, it's not, for once it's not a hormonal one. I feel like I've come out the other side of those. Okay, so yes, let's do some cards, some tarot, and see what they have to say on the matter. We have the Thoth deck. So what do we need to know for today, Saturday the 30th of July 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, guidance and support can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit, please. Saturday the 30th of July 2022. Let's see what the cards have to say. So, the Fool. That hidden gift, sadness, and ending, a new beginning. With the Seven of Swords, futility. With the Four of Swords, truth. The Knight of Wands. The Ten of Swords. Lots of swords energy. We're in quite a mental place at the moment. The Seven of Discs, failure. Another seven, we have the Chariot. And then we have the Star. Things are looking up. And then, excuse me, at the bottom we have the Two of Wands, Dominion. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, the overall message that I'm getting is we're on the verge of a new beginning, but there may be something we need to grieve or to let go of before we can move on. This is feeling on the same sort of theme as yesterday's one, where we had the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords coming out. Some regret or some disappointment that caused heart wounds that we had to work through. It feels like there's still a little bit of that lingering, but we're moving on. Okay, so where we find ourselves, on the edge of a new beginning, ready to take that leap off the cliff into the abyss and see where it takes us. Okay, the hidden gift, an ending and a beginning. Okay, and then sort of what's moving into the past, we have futility, which is the moon in Aquarius. And that in this card in other decks is often called the Thief in the Night card, and that somebody's not being truthful with you, or you're not being truthful with yourself. In this card, the imagery suggests to me that the truth, the big sword going up the middle, is under attack from the 6 smaller swords. That sort of, something is, or things are trying to keep you from your clarity and your truth. It's interesting. I'm going to come on to, we've got more swords cards in the reading, so I'm going to come back to this, but basically, yeah, your clarity is being sort of interfered with. People maybe aren't telling you the truth, or you've had insight into your focus and vision and everything, but the old stories keep popping back up and going, oh, but what about that? Oh, we're just trying to keep you safe. And it can be very hard doing that sort of conflicted place, and it can be very hard to keep that focus. The card at the bottom, which is the 4 of Swords, which is Jupiter in Libra, we've got truths, and this is about stopping fighting, taking a rest, not giving the situation of anything any energy. It can also be a time of healing and retreat and things like that. And often when we feel like we're under attack and things, then, sort of they just retreat away and go, I'm not taking part in any of that. The energy from above, we have the Knight of Wands. It's called the Knight in this card, but it's the equivalent of the King of Wands in other decks. And this is Fire of Fire. This has been coming up for the last few days, hasn't it? The King of Wands, about being actively in your power and being fired up. And with the position it's in, Spirit is encouraging us to step into our power. And we can't do that while we're engaged in this. We need to step away, retreat away, and connect back into ourselves. And when we connect back into ourselves, we connect back into our power. Okay. And as we do that, we come to the 10 of Swords, Ruin. And this is the end of the cycle of the swords. It's all over. Often in the cards for the 10 of Swords, there's a soldier or a figure laying on the ground, face down, with 10 swords in his back. He's dead, but in the distance there is the new horizon, the old thing, the ending. It could be causing you sadness, but it's an ending. It could be an ending of your own patterns and things. Suddenly something's come to light and you've gone, oh, do I really do that? That's not really who I am anymore, or who I want to be. It could be that we find other people that haven't been honest with us and things like that. And that can cause sadness and we could feel wounded. But, out of that ending comes a new beginning. Okay. And, the ending, we could be feeling depressed, sad. We could feel like a failure. If it's been something we've been trying to achieve in our life, in a career or something like that, or a relationship or something like that, and because of all this sword stuff, it's broken down, the business has failed, whatever it is, could leave us feeling like a failure, and that's that sadness and things. But with something ending, new beginning, and by letting it go and releasing it, then it opens up this energy, the Chariot, going forward, taking action to our will, which connects me to the King of Wands here, and the Star card, which is about that healing. So the smaller messages within the main part of the reading are supported by major arcana cards in the clarification. So yes, that sadness, that ending, it has a hidden gift in it that leads to a new beginning. And also with the healing stuff in the reading, healing, creativity and fertility. When we let go of all that stuff, that ending and everything and the emotions, it allows us to open up to our own healing, and through healing ourselves, connected to our inner power, it brings our creativity up, it brings our fertility up, and we can start on a new path. And in fact here, over here in the cards from the bottom of the deck, the subconscious or the environment, the cards are saying exactly the same. So we've got the Two of Wands here, Dominion. And I'm sure I've said to you before that, you know, on the Two of Wands card, you've either got the two wands stood, one on each side, with somebody looking out, prospecting and looking at the possibilities and the potentials out there of, oh, where do I want to go next? What adventures? Or we've got the cards crossed like this, which is like you're not going anywhere until you sort this bit of shit out. Okay. So in here, we can't go forward until we let go and end this thing, whatever it is. Some sort of mental anguish, either from ourselves not being honest with ourselves or other people. You give up the fight, you retreat, you call a truce, you go do your own healing, connecting with your firepower. And then we've got the Queen of Swords here. Whenever I pull the Queen of Swords, I always want to say, off with his head. The Queen of Swords has complete discernment about anything. She knows, she has crystal clarity on what to keep and what to release. Okay, and it's only by doing this, okay, that those wands will open up and we can pass through, because then we have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So for me, the Ace of the Ace of Cups is about, you know, connecting to this healing, this creativity, this fertility in the ocean of eternal love. This is the spirit part of things, okay? The marriage between spirit and matter, okay? Connecting to the love energy is the spirit side of it. And then the matter is the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Discs. This is new opportunities and openings in the real world, in the 3D world. We've already got the star here, wishing on a star and hope and opportunity and healing and, you know, sort of wishes being granted and things like that, which is the new beginning. So, God, that felt very convoluted and a bit all over the place. I think my brain's a bit all over the place today, as if that's any different from any other day when I'm doing readings. I should be used to it by now. I still think that one day I'm going to wake up and have crystal clarity, and my brain will function proper. It does function properly. It's just I'm very neurodiverse, and so I think in patterns and pictures and things like that, which is really good for doing stuff like this. Converting that into coherent sentences and things, words that people can understand, isn't always so easy for me. And yeah, it's particularly bad this morning for some reason, but hey ho. So yes, a bit of a ramble then at the end. So yeah, there's something to let go of, either from within us or, you know, an external thing that causes you sadness. But as you let go of that, connecting to yourself collecting into the universal unconsciousness and everything, the soul world, and see what comes through. Okay, filling up your cup again, and ready to go onto the new direction. So, okay, so once again, that's the end of today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications when I'm doing readings. And if you'd like a personal reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video, under the descriptions, under the video, in the descriptions box. Oh my God. I have been known to completely lose the power of words altogether, and my friends have learned how to decipher the noises that I make when I'm no longer capable of speaking in words. So it's just who I am. So yeah, reading, personal reading, email address, descriptions box. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful coherent day even. And until tomorrow, thank you for watching.